welcome back to my channel. I do hope you're doing well. So, we've got our first mukbang. We are going to be making these a monthly thing, my lovelies, purely because it means we get to try new foods, have a cheeky takeaway and answer all of your questions. So, Mama G, she is out at the moment. So, this month, it was either Veganuary or Chinese New Year. Veganuary, I think, might have been a bit hit or miss, but I will definitely try and do that next year. However, we have gone for the theme of Chinese New Year this year. So, Mama G raided M&S. And you will see a little overview in a moment. We have quite a selection. There are some more bits to this that Mum picked up, but it's kind of like summer duplicates, and we're obviously not going to eat 24 spring rolls, are we? So we're going to have a little look through what we're going to have and what we're going to keep, because of course no one needs to eat 6 coriander leaf rolls with 4 dumplings and 6, but we need to see how we cook them, because some of them I think are a lot steamed. We've only got one main dish, which is sweet and sour chicken. They had crispy chili beef or crispy chili prawn. The word chili, Mama G is like, no. So, we have gone for quite a selection. You'll see in the overview at the moment, we've got a takeaway for one, which I didn't think was too bad, guys. This was £6.50. So, if you was celebrating Chinese New Year, or even just if you wanted a takeaway on your own, you get sweet and sour chicken, egg fried rice, veg chow mein, and 2 veg spring rolls. And as I say, for £6.50, I didn't think that was bad at all. We, of course, have some prawn crackers. And in the cupboard, I will be getting out sweet chilli sauce and soy sauce. Will Mum be going for any of them? Probably not. She might swing for the soy sauce. Definitely not sweet chilli. And then we've just got a mixture of Chinese/Oriental. So we've got prawn toast, an Oriental mixed starter with some wontons and money bags. And then the rest of it was more what I would call like Japanese. So it's like dim sum, baowie buns, dumplings and wontons. So you're going to see a little overview in a moment, and then we're going to pop them in the oven and microwave however we need to cook them. And next time you see me, hopefully, shall be with me and Mama G back on the bed. I was going to get the pasting table out for this, and then I thought, no, we're just going to make do. I think we're just going to cram it all on one tray, in a tray in the middle of the bed, and hunky-dory. Let's see what happens. But yeah, our first mukbang Q&A with Mama G. Let's get into it. So, you would have seen there, food is cooked, and this one has arrived just in time for the food. We are, if you do not like people talking with their mouths full, apologies, that's what a mukbang is. We are going to be answering the questions that you guys have sent in. If we happen to have a mouthful of food, we're still going to be rabbiting. Yeah. So, if you don't know the thing of a mukbang, it is pretty much rabbiting away whilst you're tucking your face with food. So unfortunately, that is what we're going to do. And you would have seen, as I said earlier, we have M&S Chinese New Year. So Mother, dig in. What do you want?
I'll give you the plate and you a bit of toast, please.
You want prawn toast? I'll give you a bit of each.
All right, thank you.
I've done 2.
Yeah, because I don't want to stretch over. Thank you.
We've just tried to settle down and not knock over everything.
Yes.
And I've also got the place card so that we can
just one, Jen.
No, they're different types of spring rolls. That's
okay
the thing.
then. All right then, we'll share them, yeah?
So we've got 3 different types of dim sum as well.
Oh, right.
That are extremely hot.
Watch your little pinkies.
Whew. Oh, that's the only thing with dim sum, they all stick. It was like a giant, oh, right, got one each there. Like a giant booger. Probably not the most way of describing a dim sum, but if you put them over the top of each other, they do go a little bit thingy. And then what I'm going to do
Thank you.
is we can chop the Bowie buns, because we've got two different ones. We've got a unicorn,
Yes.
and we've got a panda. But as Mum said, they have, oh God, don't knock the soy sauce, Shan. They've got different fillings in. So
yeah,
we've got half a unicorn.
Oh, bloody hell, lovely.
And then you've got your sweet and sour after that.
Yeah, no,
I'm just going to literally be diving in.
Yeah, well, we're just slowly. As Gina says, slowly. We can ask the questions, yeah?
We're going to answer the questions.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Be a long time, eh?
We are, I don't know why I've got a plate, because to be honest, now Mum's got hers, I just eat out of the containers.
Pull that forward then, and you can get that over yours. That's it, yeah.
I just eat out of the container. And then we've got noodles, egg fried rice, sweet and sour.
Don't we need that?
No, not yet. Do you want any sweet chilli sauce or soy sauce?
No, thank you.
No? And we have prawn crackers.
I'll try one, but I don't really like them.
What?
Don't really like prawn crackers.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's the thing we had at the thing, isn't it?
Soy sauce.
Was that the thing we had yesterday?
Very similar.
Oh.
I just wanted to check. So, the panda Bowie buns have mushrooms and hoisin sauce.
Yeah.
And the unicorn is veg. And then there's coriander and leaf spring rolls, normal spring rolls. We've got chicken dumplings, prawn dumplings, wontons. Too hot. Right, where can I set this up? Mummy's on the old Vino. I am on H2O. And we are going to kick it off. So as I say, everything remains anonymous, but thank you to everyone who has sent something in.
Right. And don't be worried about what you want to know, viewers.
Nope, there's a lot of random stuff on here. So, the first one. Where would you like to go and live in the world if you won the lottery? I thought that was a good one.
Somewhere warm. Maybe Hawaii?
You'd like to live in Hawaii?
Because I like those little necklaces they give you when you come off the airport.
Lalawi.
That necklace with the yeah, that would be nice. Or somewhere hot, definitely, because I like hot, don't I?
See, I didn't think you would, because I don't think you can handle the heat like you used to.
Oh, all right then.
I would like to live somewhere like Canada or Switzerland.
That's cold, Shan.
I love cold.
Oh, right, okay. But I thought you liked the heat, because you go to hot countries.
It's fine to go and vacate for like 2 weeks a month.
Yeah, I see, but if you live there.
I think I would much prefer a cold country.
Oh, okay then. Right.
Or somewhere like San Francisco.
Is that hot?
In America.
Yeah.
Something with like activities and culture and bits and bobs to do.
Right.
Like a bit of heritage.
Right.
Another one, my lovely, says, would you come over to Dublin, Ireland and have a night out with your Irish followers?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Ireland is actually on my list because Dublin looks so fun. And I'm just like, that sounds like a bit of me. But you have to be vaccinated, I think, to go to Ireland at the moment. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, right. Oh.
Look, we're not. No. But if the rules have changed, please do let me know.
Because on the advert for Ireland on the TV, they're in the pub having a Guinness and the man's with that little thing, isn't he? And they're dancing with the violin, and they look like they don't give a whiz for anybody else. They're enjoying themselves, aren't they?
Like on Pierce, I Love You.
Yeah.
Like just happy-go-lucky. And also, I would love to go do the Guinness tour.
Mm-hmm.
And also just to try all their food.
Yeah, the food. What's that? Kedgeree?
Kedgeree?
Yeah.
No, that's Scottish.
Oh, right.
Irish is like Irish stew and like potato cakes and
that. Yeah, there'd be that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. In dim sum, I like the unicorn Bowie bun. In the time that I've demolished half a Bowie bun and 4 dim sum, Mum, I don't think's touched anything.
I've had around one of these green. And like a little pasty thing, but
yeah, they're the prawn ones.
Oh, right.
Right. For you and Mama G, who was your first crush?
crush.
I know who mine was, hands down.
What, has it got to be a celebrity or whatever?
Maybe whoever your crush was. Mine is a celebrity.
Well, I don't know, because I like Devlin and M&M.
No, but like, did you never have a crush when you was younger?
Not really, I don't. Oh, maybe
Boring.
Les McEwen out the Bay City Rollers.
No idea who that is.
Or the man out of Mud, Tiger Feet. Your older viewers will know them.
I don't know. I think I know of the band Mud. I think I would remember a song because that rings a bell.
Well, Les McEwen was in Bay City Rollers.
I don't know them.
Yeah.
You should know who mine was.
Elvis. Oh.
He won't really crush. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And he is still one of my crushes to this day. He ages fine like a wine.
That's very poetic, Shannon.
Hmm?
It's very poetic.
Poetic genius.
Can you just pass me a little bit of that brown sauce, please?
No, sorry. Please don't drop that on my electric blanket.
I won't. Right.
We've been living off this electric blanket.
Right.
Oh,
Thank you.
it dropped on my finger. It's all good. It can go on the tray. Oh, it is going on the tray. Oh. Whoopsie. My bad.
Oh, we got
I didn't bring any.
Oh, sorry. Don't mind.
Not a question, but you two make me laugh so much. Love your videos. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Slimming World or Calorie Counting? Which one would you or Mama G do?
Calorie counting, I think, because I might be better at that.
Have you ever done a Slimming World?
No, Mum.
You used to slim fast.
When I was younger, wasn't I? When you were small.
I remember slim fast.
I used to like the banana shakes.
Mm.
And the slim fast chocolates.
And the snacks.
Yeah. Even now I still like the snacks, isn't it? But I think you're only supposed to have a couple out the bag, aren't you?
No, the little bags you can have.
Yeah, yeah. What, a whole bag?
Yeah, but I normally have like 2 or 3.
Well, that's defeating the object of the slim fast thing, isn't it?
I think I'd probably go calorie counting too.
Yeah.
Because no offence, I think as much as Slimming World's good, you can go to Iceland and buy a ready meal and it's got Slimming World on it and it's like another 2 or 3 quid extra.
Yeah, you pay for their name, innit?
Well, you can make it maybe. I'm gonna
Cheers, viewers.
Mummy's on. What you got? Wine?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Going with a bit of vegetable chow mein.
A la Negra. That's the make, viewers. Sauvignon Blanc or Chardonnay. Very nice.
As you can tell, Mummy's the wine person out of us.
Wine and brandy.
What would you change about yourself if you could?
What would I change? I would like to change maybe the physique, viewers. That's all. Not really important, but if I want a lot of money, I'll maybe have a little reduction, cut, you know. But it's not essential. Because I think if people like me as I am, then so be it.
I think
What do you change, Sam?
to not be so overcritical and like an overthinker.
What's that mean?
So like
Nanny Golden was.
yeah, like
When you go to sleep, things are going on in your mind all the time.
and it's like you could have something happen in your day and I'll think about 100 different scenarios that could have outcome of that.
What
Things
negative things or positive?
Could be a mixture, like always being like overcritical, like whatever I do, I could have done that better, I could have done this better, which I've been like that since school.
I was going to say, you've always been like that at school. When
If I got an A, I wanted an A+. If I got a B, I wanted an A.
Yeah.
If I got number 1, well, I wanted like number 1 in the school or something. I always wanted to do better than what I did. And I never really saw anything I did as like an achievement. I always wanted to better it.
But Shane, excuse me, viewers,
I'm down the wrong hole.
when you was at that little school and we was all there and there was that one cup and you was small, wasn't it? And your headmaster said, it was very, viewers, and there was one cup left on this table and we was all my friends and was talking and Dada was there. And the headmaster come up, because she was only small. It was a small school, wasn't it?
Primary.
And this is for a person, not outstanding achievement or something helpful and all that. And we was all sitting there, and there was all these brainy children all sitting around and that. And the gentleman, the headmaster, called out the name. And I just went, oh! My friend went, oh! Goldie, oh, you're...
Oh, God.
And... Yeah. Oh. But, and then at the senior school, Dada didn't come because he was working. We went to the closing day, wasn't it? Or what was it called? It wasn't an opening day. It was like...
It was something like a reward thing.
A reward. And again, there was this cup on the table. And Sharon used to be a prefect. And lo and behold, I was sitting at the back with all the other mums and dads. And Shannon got a cup. Which we kept. But the little junior one had to go back because she's got her name on it.
I'd like to know if they still got that cup.
Probably should.
You should ask when you go, if you go back down
I'll
there.
go down, yeah.
I'll be like, the year, it was probably what?
95, 2001 or 2?
Something like that.
Because you were small, weren't you?
Tiny. But yeah, I've always been like overcritical, and as I say, like, I overthink something so much. Like, we all know how I am already with like OCD and over preparing. So if you know the holiday situation last year, that was absolute meltdown central for me.
Yeah.
Because I'd thought of everything, all my packing, wanted it all done, and then every little corner there was a spanner in the work, and I was just like, oh. I thought, am I even going to get there? I didn't want to go. I was packing the morning of my flight, and I was just like, no, I'm going to get there and something's going to happen. And
but you just think, Shan, all day when I drop you off and I say bye, all day my heart is racing. And then when she texts me, viewers, and said, I've got here, Mum, I'm thinking, don't say you don't like it because I can't come and get you or whatever. And she said, the room is amazing. And all of a sudden, viewers...
I lucked out on that.
Yeah, all of a sudden, viewers, I just went, thank goodness for that. And then after seeing like our room through the phone with Dad, I was just more at ease. And then afterwards, you said it was the best thing, wasn't it? Now you're going again on your own.
Yeah, but I don't want the run up like I've had last year.
No.
I want plain sailing this year.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have a butler this year because I lucked out because of the problems we'd had this year. Last year, when I got there, my room actually wasn't available, and it was either put me in the room and I say send me back on the plane, or they upgraded me to like the top thing you could get with a butler. So I've still got my swim up room this year, but I just ain't got a butler. But I'm contemplating whether I might add a butler. I don't know. I just think I have one holiday and I want to treat myself.
Yeah.
So yes, what could we change? Mum's is physique. Mine is probably, I'll say, more mental. Like what do you want? A bit of
the brown stuff, please.
Brown stuff. It's soy sauce. Gotta be careful because it's very drippy. Yeah. That's probably better with sweet chilli sauce,
Thank
you know.
you. No, it's too hot.
Oh, I like this one. If you could be a fly on the wall, who would you want to listen in on?
Oh, you know, that's quite a hard one, isn't it? Because it could be someone political, or it could be someone in your family, or maybe Dad when he's out, sort of having a good drink and talking to his friends. If we come into the conversation, or whatever.
Highly doubt it.
Oh,
I don't think we come in conversation. Mine would be my office when I go on lunch break.
oh yeah.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall. Even every time I just go out of the office.
Yeah.
When we was at Tate Modern, they had a camera pen, and it was £6, and I genuinely thought it was a spy pen. It wasn't. It was just a pen with a camera on the top. I was like, gutted. I want like a spy. I really want to get like a pen that like records, and I'll just leave it on my desk when I go lunch and just listen to what they say.
You would have to go onto the website where, you know, ladies think their husband's cheating, and they and it's like private detective things.
Yeah, like an FBI.
You leave something in the kettle, and the wives are somewhere else, and the man's there with the other lady, and it records it all, like, you know.
I'd love to have that.
Yeah.
Have either of you wanted to dip your toe into a same-sex relationship or fling?
No. That's me drunk then. No, thank you.
Very abrupt.
Not that I'm against that, viewers, because I do know a couple of people like that. They're very nice, but just me
Does
personally.
it not float your boat?
No.
I wouldn't say I've ever considered it, but if, say...
Maybe if you had a really nice friend, and I think, if you went out on a night out, people, and you had too much, and you said, oh, goodbye, and you sort of kissed them on the cheek, but they whizzed round to your lips. I don't know if a true friend, whether I would feel like that, just think, oh, it's a sort of like a little mishap or something,
Oh, see, mine's really raunchy. Mine's nothing like that, but I thought if I ever had a threesome and they said it was with another bird or a feather, I wouldn't have a preference. I'd just be like... I mean, obviously, I'd rather two men, but if a woman was there, hey-ho. I've never had a threesome, by the way. Probably never will do in my life.
Is she really my daughter, viewers? What do you reckon? I'm going to have to get a DNA to find out.
But, no. And it don't bother me. Like, I hate it if you go out and you see same-sex couples and you see... I don't mean this horribly, but it is majority the older generation, like Nan's generation. And it's just because they're not used to it. And I think you're in the 21st century. It was probably still going on in their day. It was just more hidden.
What you're saying is like, if it's old people, they go...
Yeah, and it's just, I think it's really rude.
Like sometimes with you when we went to the show and I went to... And you went, Mum, it's the 20th century. Wasn't
it's just like, but it's like, I don't like it when you hear people like... Mum says it not in amazement, but she's like, oh, because we don't really see it around our area that much. But obviously when you go into London, you see it a lot more. And when we was at the museum, they had a section and they called it the queer section. And Mum was like, they can't call it that. I was like, Mum, this is like a whole section now. Like, it's not, because I think back in the days, that term was offensive.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was like...
But some gay people, they don't mind being called that now, do they?
But as I say, it was just like Mum's mindset thinking that was an offensive term of it. But it was a whole section called the queer novel section, I think it was. And like, I don't know. I wouldn't say queer because I think that's offensive. Like, you are gay or
that's right.
Bisexual or whatever. Like, I don't think that's the right word.
No. That's why I was supposed to see it on the book.
But it's like, I don't like it when you see, like, not just old generation, it can be like sometimes people of my age, and it's like the looks and the, like, as you say, the taps, and I don't like all that. I'm like, you take it point blank, it's not anything that you wouldn't see nowadays. Like, there are worse things in the world, and there's more stuff going on than being worried about if you see a same-sex couple down the street.
Yeah.
And I think, well, half of them are probably happier than normal sex couples.
Heterosexuals, isn't it?
Well, normal, but you know what I mean. I think just go with the flow.
At the end of the day, Shannon, if you was to come home and say to me or Dad, look, I've met a lady, I'm going to try the other thing. So long as that lady didn't hurt you and you was happy, I'm sure me and Dad, we would be a bit shocked, but me and Dad would be fine. So long as you was happy.
And that is that. Yeah. This is a lot of things. So the first one. How does Mama G feel about you moving out? There was quite a few of this. I've only just started looking because I think it's going to take me a while to find something that I like. Especially after the first few. It was absolutely abysmal.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even been able to fit my Doc Martens in there. So I think it is going to take me a while. So I'm just kind of like testing the water. And seeing what is out there.
And you're getting used to viewings and all the...
Well, I've only had one viewing, innit?
Yeah, getting used to the questions you want to ask and that, isn't it?
Yeah. But it's not happy because...
The only thing I'm going to find funny, viewers, is, like, I'll get used to the time Shan comes in, so I'll be thinking, oh, put the heating on, get the... And then I'll be thinking, oh my God, it's 6:45, where is she? And then I may ring her and say, Shan, where are you? Are you in traffic? And she says to me, Mum, I've got my own home now. And then I'll be, oh yes, sorry, I forgot. That's that, isn't it?
And also...
But the day that you go, I don't know what I'm going to be like.
We'll make sure to vlog it because...
No, don't vlog it, viewers, no.
Who remembers her reaction when she left me at the airport?
Mm-hmm.
The bottom lip. she was driving off crying and I was already up there. Bye.
Yeah,
At the escalator.
Because I kept thinking of all the upset and the things you've had. Are you going to get there?
And then I got in the airport lounge and I said to her, Mum, I haven't got me premium. The flight's all wrong. And she was like, oh, for God's sake. I was like, it's not going right. But nothing but a few glasses of wine and a few gins in the morning couldn't help.
All included.
That was the only good thing about going out. My throat was terrible.
Because you're still trying to sort it out coming back, aren't you?
As soon as I get your money.
Yeah.
That is it. Right. I am. I think we're going to change the battery because of course it's dying. And then we'll get in because there is tons more. I'm excited for this. Right. I like this. A lot of people was asking about Dada and the situation. Oh. So one of my lovelies says, why does Mama G do your dad's shopping and other things? I'll let you take the bat on that one.
Because Dad's always working. And admittedly, when Dad comes home, he doesn't want to sort of, even though he lives near a shop, he doesn't want to sort of get changed and go shopping. But when he first got the flat, I think he did things, but then he got back into work. And then he sort of said, could you help me? And I said, yes, if I can, fine. And it just progressed from there. So we're really like, excuse me, we're like Shannon's mum and dad. Shannon's got Dad's name.
And then like a PA.
Yeah, but it's more like we're very, I will try and do what I can for Baz. And I'm sure Baz helps me because he's very good to me Christmas, like me and Baz reciprocate. But I always say to Baz, if you meet a lady and after 3 months you think, oh, I'm getting fond of this lady, tell me, like if I was to meet a man, because I'm a lot older than Baz.
He don't go, ah.
No, I know, he used to, but he don't now. And then, but I think deep down though, viewers, I would be, how can you put it? I mean, not upset, but I would be sad that if he had another lady friend, we wouldn't be able to pursue the crack that we have.
I'd be relieved because it's like you haven't got a baby anyone.
Well, I don't baby him, Shan. I've got my front door and Dad's got his. But it's like I don't know whether if there's a lady come on the scene, viewers, whether I not put my nose out of joint, but I wouldn't feel like I could go in there and when Baz comes in from work, we have the crack. If there was a lady there sitting on the settee, I wouldn't be able to go in and say to Baz, oh, how's your day been? But beep, 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 you know?
But in a short story,
but we do have a laugh. We do have a laugh, though, viewers. I know some of you think it's strange that I do things for Baz.
Bear in mind, he lives closer to a supermarket than what we do.
Yeah, yeah. But
literally a stone's throw.
We do have a laugh.
And then another one was, why do you both buy a lot of things for your dad on your hauls? So, I'll take the reins on this one.
All right, then.
When I do my bargain shop hauls, there is no way that I could get a haul every month just for me. It wouldn't be feasible. With the fashion and Primark and that, yes, parts of it do go back. But with the bargain shops, pretty much, because it's like food, cleaning essentials, I can't be bothered to take stuff back. So, once a month when we go and do the bargain shop, Mum will do a list of her bits that she needs. Dada will do his bits of things that he needs. Then I'll have my little list. And then instead of me having like a tiny little haul, which you know me, I like to do my hauls big, we just combine it all. And then everyone takes their distribution after I filmed it. I mean, Dada sometimes gets annoyed that like if he really, really wants something, I'm like, no, I've got to film it first. He's like, oh, for God's sake, I just want like me kitchen sponges or whatever. And I'm like, no.
Crisp and snacks.
Yeah, I'm like, no way. Yeah. But it's the hauls are not just me. That's all right. The hauls are not just me. It's like Mum's cleaning bits, Dada's cleaning bits, like my foods and snacks for work, homewares. Oh. So if I'm going there and I'm going to pick the bits up anyway, might as well just show it all in the haul. But it doesn't mean that we pay for Dada's bits. He still pays for his own way.
Yeah.
and it is just to bulk out the hall, to be honest, because obviously 3 people's lots in one big hall is a lot better than just my tiny.
And also, if Dad wants, say, 2 or 3 tins or jars,
like heavy bits,
Shane gets it, leaves it here. Then before I get the shopping, maybe I will go one day and just take everything down and leave it for him, and then I don't have to get that on with the shopping, because the shop where we go is getting quite expensive. Yeah,
I've never. It's cheaper.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is why the bargain shop hauls are always big, because half the time it's like 2 households combined. But hey ho. Another one. Why doesn't your dad ever spend time at Christmas with you? He never spends Christmas with us. He's happy in his flat.
Yeah, man, we ask him every year, don't we? And you, Dad, are you going to come? No, thank you so much, but
we have very different routines for Christmas. He likes to get up, probably have a good skinful.
No, not straight away, Shannon.
Stagger around the kitchen and do his dinner. Like me and Mum, we're not even dressed. Dinner's very late. He'll have his dinner like 1 or 2. We're more like 6 or 7.
And then he crashes out, doesn't he? And then at night time he comes to again. And then he watches, say, if there's sport on, because it's more sport in it for Dad.
Yeah. But no.
We do ask him, though, viewers. Don't think that we just shut him out, because we don't. We involve Dad, don't we? But that's his thing. I think he's only ever come once, hasn't he?
He only
was
used
that
to
when
come
Nan was here?
when Nan was alive.
When Nanny G was here.
Because she'd always be here for Christmas. But no.
And he'd be like the son she didn't have, wasn't it, Dad?
He'd be cooking it. Now I take control of that.
No, but I mean, Dad was like Nan's son that she didn't have, wasn't it?
Well, like this. If money was no issue, where would you and Mumma G live? In what kind of house?
A big one.
Mum would have one with a granny annex.
No.
Well, you'd want us in the same house still.
Yeah, me and you and your husband or whatever. But I would keep my little bit. And I'll tell you what, viewers, if we had money, where we live, there's lovely houses. I would get one with a lift.
I'd get something and then like maybe do like a loft conversion. And you could be like, instead of Harry Potter under the stairs, you could have a whole loft conversion.
Oh, and how would I get up there, Shannon?
So,
the lift.
Mum would like to always be in the home.
Yeah. Because I've always wanted to be a mum and I don't want to not. The other day, viewers, Shannon was in the bath and you know where some people think, oh, please, please.
Move out.
No, she was like, Mum, can you get me this? And I went, yeah. I'll go in the bedroom, sit down, watch her. Mum! And to be honest with you, I know some mums would think, but I've always wanted to be a mum, so now I'm still a mum, thank God. And I just love that word.
And yet me, it's never really interested me.
No. Well, good job, but I didn't think of that, Shannon. Wasn't it?
My word is travel and freedom.
Yeah. Well, that's what Dad said you should do, isn't it?
Be free.
Because when I say to Baz about, oh, I want to be a nan, blah, he goes to me.
I've told her I'll get her a cat or a dog.
No, he goes to me, be quiet, keep that out, let her travel. Because once you get a child, I said, yes, I do know that, Baz.
And we're like the world was shut down for 2-3 years. I feel like I'm so behind.
Yeah.
So that is what I would do. Let's have a look. Another one about how does Mumma G feel about you moving out? What do you do for work and do you enjoy it? So, Mumma G's retired.
I'm retired, so
we covered this, I think, in the last Q&A. She's the lady of leisure. I am in construction. Not so much on site now, more office space. Do I enjoy it? After last week, it's going to be a very testing week. I go through ups and downs.
Tomorrow.
I go through ups and downs with my job. 1 minute, I'm like, I plod on. When something will really rile me. And then I'll plod along. And then something really gets my back up. And as Mum says, I think tomorrow, I had my back put up Friday. And I couldn't solve the issue when I was there. So, sure as hell I'm going to be solving it tomorrow. And then Mum will be on the doorstep Monday. How did it go? I'll be like, well, The thing with me is, in my workplace, it's very cliquey. I ain't cliquey. If you don't like me, it makes no... I'm there to do a job, end of. But when your job gets distorted, let's say, and I'm like, nah. And I won't let people take the mick or put more on without more dollar. I mean, we are in a financial crisis, and the life of way of living, or whatever it is, what is it? Way of life? Life of living?
Way of life.
Is increasing. So if you want me to do extra bits and all the bills are going up, the wage has to increase too. So yeah, that should be fun tomorrow. But yeah, do I enjoy it? Meh. 50-50. I enjoy it more for like my little group that is there. There's only really, I'd say, 2 or 3 people that I'm really close to. Not just in my office, like within actually the whole company. Well, be careful. Yeah. I enjoy it more for the people that I'm like that with. So it's only really 2 or 3 out of my whole workplace. But hey ho. Someone says, you know I love you, girl, but do you think you're a bit harsh with Footloose? One word.
What's that mean?
So my nickname for them upstairs is Footloose.
Oh, right.
Do I think I'm harsh with Footloose? No. And to put it point blank, what you guys see in the videos is like, say, 15 to 20 minutes, whatever it may be. And you might think, oh, every video it's like, it's just annoying. But this has been ongoing for 5 years. Say, for example, last night, I was asleep 9:30 in my bed, lovely. 10:45, there was an almighty bang, crash, wallop, slamming the drawers. I was up then till 11:45. If I have work the next day, I get up at 4. I am very tired, as you can imagine, and then I'm very grouchy. Thank goodness it was a Saturday night and I didn't have to get up early today. But no, I don't think. I think I could be a lot harsher. To the point where
what we've had going on, isn't it?
People would say to me, and it makes me laugh, they're like say for example their nan's web, they would always just bang up with a broom. I could be that person. Every time I hear a bang, I could bang up.
Yeah, but we let it ride.
I shout, and when I shout, it goes quiet.
But then that's only as a last resort, isn't it? But
I don't want to disturb the 70-year-old woman next door. Oh. So we're considerate. I could be a lot harsher for every bang, say after 8, 9 o'clock at night. 10. I could go around and kick their door. Bang for bang. When they're asleep and I'm getting up for work, I could bang, crash, wallop, everything. I don't. I could blare my music out.
You don't, no.
So I think I'm more than...
tolerant.
Yeah. But I'm not going to lie, the tolerance has been running thin.
Yeah.
Are you wiping your hands on my electric fan, Mum?
No. I'm licking it.
Are we having any stains on this? Right, random question. How do you guys do your laundry? As I've noticed there's no washing machine no more.
I go to the laundry field. It's just up the road.
I've asked her, does she want a washing machine?
No, I don't.
Years and years. She doesn't like it. It's a little outing, I think, to go out to the laundry.
My friend. Because it's all washed and dried, and in the summer I put it on the line.
When we get a summer.
Yeah, but I must admit, Sham, as soon as the summer's here, the washings comes back. Within 2 hours it's dry, isn't it? Because we've got a big garden viewers.
Or Mum hand washes.
Yeah, if I have to do your bits.
Like my delicates.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Snog, marry or avoid. So there's 3 people you have to choose who to snog, who to marry and who to avoid, okay?
Well, that'd be a bit
Simon Cowell, Piers Morgan and Michael McIntyre.
Maybe Snog. What's the names again?
Snog, marry, avoid. Simon Cowell, Piers Morgan and Michael McIntyre.
Snog, Simon Cowell. Marry Piers, because I like him because he's down to earth. And avoid Michael McIntyre because I don't like his voice.
See, now I would snog Piers Morgan.
Alright.
Because I like how blunt he is. Please or offend. I would avoid Simon Cowell because I think he looks so gaunt now. He looks better with a bit of meat on him.
Yeah, he's got too thin.
And I'd marry Michael McIntyre because he can make me laugh. And she says, P.S. also love you and Mama G. Love you lots. Would you go back to college again? I actually would. I loved college.
You like college, didn't you?
Did you go to college?
No, I just left school and went to work.
Oh, Mum.
Sorry there, viewers.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed college. I loved my
I don't think
college
when I was
days.
growing up, Shan, college was sort of in the thing. You just left school and went to work and got a job. Because there was loads and loads of jobs in them days.
But mine was you left and you went to sixth form. See, I didn't go sixth form. I went to college.
Yeah.
Hi, Shannon. What are your plans for holidays this year? And would Mama G ever go? So, put it bluntly, Mum, first of all, don't have a passport. And Mum is very much a homing pigeon within our location. However, we are going to have to break away because we've got that hotel for two that I got at Christmas. And it's specifically for me and Mama G.
Or you and your friend?
It's for me and Mama G, so we'll have to sort that out. I actually need to look. I've got until November for that, so we shall see on that. My plans, I'm off up to a log cabin in a couple of weeks. I'm off to Peak District. And then I have Jamaica in September. And I'm hoping to have just like a few more little city breaks, whether that be UK, Europe. I need to sort my passport out. I'll sort that out early March because they said it's about 10 weeks. So it's like 2.5 months.
April, May, June.
But I want to give it plenty of time.
6 months before you go.
Yeah. So
okay.
I'd rather give it 6 and lose them 3 or 4 months on the off chance that there's delays and I don't get a passport.
I just wondered if you remembered that, Shan.
Well, yeah, and also I wanted it done in March because I'm getting the hair changed end of February. We are saying goodbye to the green end of Feb, and I'm not going to lie, I'm quite sad. I've really enjoyed the green.
Yeah, you're right, when it first started, but because your hair grows so quick, it's hard to maintain, isn't it?
I don't think it's too bad.
At that, please.
Yeah. I don't think it's too bad, but it has faded a tad on the roots.
But that proves your hair grows, doesn't it?
So yeah, who knows? But if we do have any little getaways, you guys will be first to come away with us. Another one, where are you jetting off? Jamaica. The only one at the moment that I'm jetting off to.
Yeah.
Might be driving to a few places, but just that. Let's have a look. Another one, lovely. Me and my mum love watching your videos. What's your job? Construction, and thank you very much. So, I take it this is someone who maybe don't watch the channel a lot. Are Mama G and Dad are still together? N-O, no. No.
But we're still very good friends.
I like this one. What makes you both truly happy? Food. That's actually for both of us. We love good food.
Yeah. And also just knowing that we're healthy and happy and we can have a crack, isn't it? We don't take ourselves too serious, do we?
Life's too short.
Aye. And we just look out for each other, innit?
I'll say what makes me happy, like food and shopping.
Yeah.
And travelling. When you see me at work, I can be really miserable. If you see me at work, the week I'm due to fly off somewhere, I'm the happiest person ever.
Because you know that you're going.
And I always say, if you look at my photos or videos, from whenever I've travelled, no matter how young I was, I'm always my happiest when I'm away from home. Which ain't like a negative, but that's where, because it's like the freedom, I just love to travel, and that's where I'm happy at.
And the first time you travelled, you was 4, weren't you? And you went abroad every single year till you was 12, wasn't it?
Yes. One for Mama G.
Right.
Were you set on Shannon's name, or did you have other choices?
I didn't have a choice because her dad named her.
But
Dad had the name of a boy or a girl.
What was the reason for my name? It's nothing like Lovely.
When Shannon was born, viewers, there was a programme called Home and Away. And there was a girl on there, I think that's what it was, with Baz. And she was called Shannon. And if Shannon had been a boy, she was going to be called Robert Lee. After a Newcastle player.
No, like, philosophical, lovely meaning. It was either some bird from Hollyoaks or a football
Because I
player.
wanted to call you Lydia.
I like Lydia.
Pardon me. And Dad said, no, that's a Lydia Dustbin. So that was out of the way.
I don't know. So, you know when, like, you look at people and you think you look like a Shannon or you look like a Mandy. Well, I don't know if I look like a Shannon.
What do you pursue yourself as then looking at?
Shaniqua.
Oh well, no, not that. That's the bad side. That's the bad head viewers of the Gemini.
Shaniqua. Oh God.
What do you see my name as then?
I could see you as like a Judy.
Punching Judy.
Like Judy.
No.
Molly. Let us know down below what you think we look like for our names.
Yeah, just say viewers what you think. Say, I think Mama G should be called Esmeralda.
Samantha or something.
No.
I don't think I look like a Shannon, but people say I am a Shannon.
Oh, are you?
I'm like, I don't feel it.
No, because when you was called that, there wasn't many Shannons around. Well, we only know another Shan, don't we?
Hi Shan, what's your job? We love watching your videos from Mary and Daisy. Mwah. Construction, unfortunately. I would love to make this my full-time job, but until it pays the wages, we will be sticking at part-time at the moment. Oh, this is a good one. Are you or Mama G dating anyone? Or are you interested in dating?
I have it here in the park, love viewers.
I am not interested. I am not bothered. And I am not dating anyone.
That young man we saw yesterday, Shan, at the bus stop. A friend I know, I'll tell you at the bus stop. I think he's my age, but he may be a bit younger, viewers, but I'm not worried. No, I don't want to date, viewers. I'm happy with Shannon and Dada.
But even when I go, I don't think... I'll tell you what, I'd be annoyed if I moved out and you moved some fella in.
Shannon... Shan, the Thames will have to freeze over first, darling. Don't worry about that. My God.
It'd be like your back room's changed.
How long...
I can't hold your Christmas storage anymore. I'll be like, who are you?
How long have I been on my Todd now? 14 years.
Yeah, about that.
Nothing's ever crossed my mind.
I'm not bothered. I've said from now until 30 is my years. I'm doing what I want.
Yeah, do it.
Doing what I want. Well, this is what ones. What are Mama G and Dada's names? Found your channel not long ago and love your videos. So Dada is Steve or Stephen, as his birth certificate says.
Yeah.
And Mum's birth certificate is Golda, but people call her Goldie.
Good. You go.
Anything. And then like you probably think like people say a lot of reasons why you call me Lou. It's not my middle name ain't Louise or anything. It's just she calls me Lou. Mum will call Dad Baz. Dad will call Mum Fats or Hugo. That's the nicknames and the names in the family, really. My nickname used to be Boz.
Oh, yeah, Boz. That's from Dad, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What does that mean then, Bosnian?
Yeah, because he used to say, like, I'm not going to lie, though, if you looked at my driver's licence, you would think I was Eastern European.
And you would think Dad's, when you had that
picture
when you were small, wouldn't you?
Like, it wouldn't surprise me if you looked back on our family history and we are Eastern European. Because
no, please!
Because his nickname for me was always Boz growing up. He used to take the mickey out of my nose.
Yeah.
And then when I tan, I sometimes do get, like, people think I'm Eastern European. And I'm like, no. Especially when I had my blonde hair and I was tanned. I'd be like, no.
But remember when you were small and when you was going Greece and your blonde hair, people keep wanting to touch you and Dad would let it go a little bit and then he'd say, snuff, mate.
Every time they'd walk past the dinner table, I'd always get a pat on the head.
Yeah, because she was white, you know, really blonde.
And that was natural when I was younger, natural blonde.
And he would sort of, and then a few more pints, he would say, that's enough.
I wish you used to get free dessert, though.
Yeah.
They couldn't moan. Someone says you're crazy ass neighbours. Hell yes. I think we'll have to do a story time, where we just sit down and give the whole backstory. Yeah. If you want to know how it all kicked off with Footloose, let us know down below, because I think that'd be a really fun, enjoyable story time.
Yeah, just a laugh, yeah.
Well, I say a laugh, I would be very to the point of it.
Yeah. Because we got funny other neighbours as well. Viewers.
We could do a story time about our street. Yeah. It is actually like an episode of EastEnders. No. Like even the commotion just this afternoon in the street. I mean, I could set a camera up and we could just video the street and that would probably earn thousands.
Go on TikTok, couldn't it? Yeah.
The street is absolutely diabolical, let's just say. Right, I'm going to quickly just make this a little bit more presentable because I feel like the tray is going to tip and we shall get in because we've still got some more questions. I love this. You guys have said loads in. Love it. Right, how to solo travel. So I'm actually going to be doing my next travel diaries episode is actually going to be a solo travel Q&A. So keep an eye out on my Instagram, because I will be sending a little poll up there being like anything you want to know about solo traveling when it comes to pricing, getting about, how it feels. But I would say a quick response to how to solo travel: don't give a poop about anyone else.
No.
Overcome the fears that are in your head that are actually irrelevant. Like, so for example, mine.
So is it now you've excuse me, viewers. Now you've overcome that, you've got the confidence now.
Yeah, like for me, the main thing, I weren't so worried about getting on the plane and going abroad. My first thing was, oh my God, I've got to go for dinner on my own.
Right, yeah.
But I went down, I had my Kindle, they put me in a nice little corner for two, I set my Kindle up, I had my cocktail. There is people that travel like for business on their own.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything. I mean, you don't really go to an all-inclusive resort on your own. You do get an odd few looks and you do get asked a few questions. But once, like, the first couple of days when you get used to the staff and they ask you, oh, Fee, and I'm like, no, I'm on my own. Okay. But I found, especially like to one of the bars in the hotel, they was very mindful that I was on my own. So if I was sitting on my own, it got a little bit crowded, they say, do you want to come round here? When I had my drinks, they would always bring the bottle, because I was just drinking neat Baileys, always pour it in front of me, because one of the men said, we know in England, like, girls get spiked a lot, so they wanted to make sure that I was okay with the thing. So once you get over the initial, whatever it could be getting on that plane on your own. Like, I had lovely people going out, coming back, the geezer was a bit funny, but then he seemed all right once I was a bit like, mine. Well, no, because
you got hold of his hand to give him a knuckle crush?
No, because the people going out was really nice. Yeah. I was in the middle. No, I weren't. I was at the window seat, and I was with an elderly couple. And then coming back, I was at the front, and it was a two, and I couldn't get my suitcase, my hand luggage up. Bearing in mind, my hand luggage was already about 13 kilos. Then I had duty free, which was a litre of Baileys, Dada's fags, more booze, and I couldn't lift the thing. And I was just standing in the aisle trying to do it, and this one guy said, oh, I expect you need a man to do that for you.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, thank you. Thinking, He lifted that, thinking, who? He lifted and was like, whew.
Oh.
Quite heavy, isn't it, mate? And then he was like, I looked and I thought, oh, you're the person next to me. And then he started talking and he saw me editing and he was like, oh, what are you doing? And just started making convo. And he was like, oh, I really, like, dig that. He was like, I really
like... Oh, he changed?
Well done. He's like, you go there and do it. And he actually turned out to be all right.
Oh, was he young or old?
I'll probably say in his 40s. His wife was opposite, because I said to him, I was like, do you want me to swap and you can sit with your wife? She was like, he can stay there. I thought,
oh, right, oh.
No wonder you've got them seats separately.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, I thought my laptop was dying then. Whether it be getting on the plane or going through security, like, for me, I get quite, I wouldn't say freaked out, but because I'm always the one in charge of documentation, like Mum used to be when we went out, I've never known a man to take control of holidays.
No, because I used to do it, didn't I?
And even with me in past relationships, it's always been left to me. And for me, I always say my holiday doesn't start until everything goes in that safe. Because I'm this person, I can check in and I will know I've put my passport in my bag. But do you think that every other minute I'm not checking my passport?
Yeah.
Like, I get very, very worried. And it's
over anxious, isn't it?
Yeah, and like, even when the thing goes in the cabin upstairs, I will always have a little bag that I will put my card and my credit card with me, so I know it's there, like with my laptop and everything. I just get very superstitious. But honestly, if you have any fears about solo travelling, once you've done that first time, like, I loved going down for dinner on my own.
Yeah.
You get an odd few looks,
probably
but
the first time is a bit sort of, not disorientated, but sad that you're there on your own, isn't it? But after that initial thing, you're okay, aren't you? Like,
I loved it when I went to the steakhouse, because they brought out, oh my God, the most gorgeous garlic bread, which was like your pre-starter. And all I kept seeing was couples like arguing who's getting the bread. I had that whole loaf to myself. And that was another thing. They didn't give me like half portions because I was on my own.
You got the full?
I was getting a full garlic bread. So while they're sitting there and the fella's like, you've had your half. And she was like, I want more. I'm indulging in all the bread. Like, I haven't got to worry about garlic breath. I haven't got to worry about anyone laying next to me. I was having all of them carbs that day. So yeah, but there will be a separate video coming on solo travel Q&A. So stay tuned on YouTube. Does your mum love cosmetics and toiletries as much as you do?
No. No.
Mine is quite excessive, I'm not going to lie.
I have simple soap. I take Shannon's bubble baths because we get overrun, so I I take Shannon's bubble bath and just wash my hair.
Dove? Roll-on?
Yeah, neither me roll-ons. Could be Dove or Mum. Or simple. Yeah. But apart from that, but I do like Shannon buys me nice perfumes, but the expensive ones I have to just have one puff when we're going out. But if it's just general day, I've got like Giorgio and a few little puffs, or not even Live Looks, because that's too good. I like that one, and if I see a cheap one or in Primark, or you say, Mum, if you like it, get it. Just a cheap puff, isn't it?
But Mum's not like one for face wipes.
Oh, no.
Mum never puts a face wipe over her face. Moisturiser, nothing.
I might once a month come in here if I'm having a bath, and I'll take one of Shan's thing and... But apart from that, but you've got young skin, so you've got to look after it. Otherwise, if you don't, it looks like this. A bag of potatoes.
People say your skin's really good for your age.
Oh, that's it. Thank you for your kindness, viewers.
I mean, the amount of Olay I bought you, I used to buy a Olay nearly every Christmas. Do you think she ever used it?
I did use it, Shan. But it's just things have sagged a bit now, you know. If I had money, I'd like to just have this pulled up a little bit. See this bit. And just these little fat things here just pulled up a bit. And maybe my eyelids pulled.
Would Mama G ever try a dating app?
I might try it, viewers, but I don't know whether I would.
Mum, look at the fiasco we had with your phone today. Do you think you could work an app?
No, well, you could do it. You could just put me on and just... But I reckon people would just see me, viewers, and think, oh, I'm not going out with that old bird.
Guys, Mum has the most old-fashioned little phone, and the fiasco we've had with it today, wow.
And I had to go to the shop, and Shannon put it upside down back to front. But they've put it in, but the new SIM's on, viewers, but he's took off my numbers. So I've got to ring my friends and say, can you give me a message so I can store your number?
I don't know. I don't think you'd have time for dating apps.
No, because I have to do too much for you and Dad.
What is your favourite film? Mine is Beaches. Good choice.
Oh.
Beaches is a fab one. My favourite, I know what Mum's favourite film is.
Oh, Shannon, I can't remember things.
She can't remember things.
Oh, no!
Elephant Man.
Yeah, oh, it makes me every time, viewers.
Stop or My Mum Will Shoot.
Yeah,
that is still that. If I need a film to pick me up, that is what I go. Stop or My Mum Will Shoot.
But Elephant Man is good, though.
One of my lovelies says, what is a mukbang? Mukbang is literally just sitting, chatting and stuffing your face.
Oh, that's what we're doing now.
Another one says, have you thought about using dating apps? Could be fun to go on dates. Now, I don't think I could, because I'm sorry, there are a lot of strange people in this world. Yeah. And I'd get really worried that something bad would happen. Like, I would be that person.
I'd have to go with you, Shan.
Mum would have to go incognito because Mum's phone can't do trace my location.
No.
Or if I
just have to run after you.
I'd have to tell one of my friends and I'd give them my thing for my location and I'd be like, please watch me.
Yeah.
And if you see me going somewhere, like, help.
Yeah.
And then the last one, my lovely says, I messaged you because it's too long. Right. So she says, I've just had the copper coil 2 weeks ago, as I have 2 little boys, 3 and 5, and don't want to get caught pregnant again.
Right.
Me and my husband are happily married and been together 15 years.
Oh.
I didn't want to go on the pill again, as since having my boys, my hormones made me crazy. I've tried the contraceptive rod in my arm, but it had to be taken out as I couldn't stop bleeding on it. Ouch. I just want to rant really, as why should women always have to think of contraception? Amen. My husband said he's freaked out by getting the snip, even though it is him who doesn't want any more kids, which really annoys me as I've had 2 C-sections, so I don't think he has a right to moan. We could use condoms, but we've been together this long, so they're just a mood killer. Why are men like this? Sorry for the rant. Love you and Mama G loads.
Oh.
Love the rant.
Yeah.
This really grates me why it's always the women who have to do the contraception.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. It really annoys me. If he doesn't want children, I'm sorry. Well, if he's not willing to go 50-50, he can take the whole thing.
Oh, so the ladies had the thing because he's not all that sure about having the snip.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't want no more children.
So the lady's having to do the contraception.
But she's having to have that coil in her privates. So what is she?
And she's had 2 C-sections. So
yeah, well, I've had one, so she's
Yeah.
had more than enough, isn't she?
And I get it. Why are
Maybe
men
they
like
need
this?
to compromise.
Like, I agree, condoms, I think, are the biggest mood killer.
Yeah, I don't even remember them.
The contraceptive rod, ouch. I've never...
What's that? Is that
I think it's
implant?
like the implant.
All right.
The copper coil is the IUD, which goes in you. I
think a lot of women have that because it's safe and it's, you know, like the pill. But I don't think I would like that.
I agree. It should not always be the woman because it does mess up with your hormones terribly.
Yeah, yeah.
It actually really does. And I think there needs to be like a male pill and let the men take a contraceptive pill and let their hormones get back
on it. You can cut it out.
What are you going to say?
No, but I was on the contraceptive pill from 18, right, till 27.
Yeah.
Right. I'll come off of that.
Mm.
Had nothing whatsoever.
Yeah.
Nothing occurred.
Yeah.
Till I was
waffling so much the camera died, so I can't actually get to it right now. So I was like, we will finish out because this is the last question anyway. As Mama G was saying, so I don't know whereabouts it cut out, but you was on it for a long period of time.
From 18 till 27.
Nothing happened.
I come off the contraceptive pill. 27 till 30.
It's okay.
30 whatever till I had Shannon. Nothing. So I had nothing. But I just thought, oh well, that's it. Then when I finally found out that I was expecting with Shane, it was like I was blessed. But during that time, I don't know whether it's because I'd been on it from 18 to 27. That's 9 years. Whether you have to have a year for it to get out your system. But some people, like my friend, she come off the pill 1 month and within 3 months she was pregnant. So it's like different people, isn't it?
Yeah, but look, I've been on mine since I was 15. I'm now 28 this year.
Yeah.
So I'm on it coming up 13 years.
So are you thinking if you stopped and met some man, could you fall straight away like my friend?
No,
or would you have a problem like me?
Well, that's probably why I've never really thought of
having children.
It's not really been a thing of me. And mine weren't, I didn't start mine at that age for actual contraception. Mine was for my periods.
Yeah, yeah.
And the reason I think I still take it even now, like, even though I'm not entertaining guys, it's just for my regularity and I know when I'm coming on, when I'm coming off.
Yeah.
It eases the bleeding to some content, but it's still...
It's still a bit funny, isn't it?
Heavy. But as I say, I think it's just routine now. I know where I am with it and that is how I stay. But I do get that and I get frustrated that it always seems to be put on the woman. You can have the pill, you can have the implant.
Because just say that lady then, she's got that thing and like the husband doesn't use anything and in the heat of the moment that thing didn't work, that lady would have to go and have the morning after, so it'd still be left to the lady. It's still left
to the woman no matter what it does.
Yeah.
But I do get the thing, I think condoms are the biggest mood killer. It's not how you see it in the movies, are they? Where it's like, wham bam, thank you ma'am. Half the time it's just a palaver and a kerfuffle.
Yeah, I suppose it kills it, doesn't it?
Mood gone. But yeah, that is actually all the questions now. So I think the camera was going for a good long time and they're saying now finishing out on the phone. This is going to be a monthly thing where we either grab a takeaway, try say a new thing. I think all of these bits is not just for Chinese New Year. I think you can still get them in M&S because they have like an Oriental section all year round, don't they?
Oh, right. Is that where I got them wrong?
So I think that maybe next month we might have either a theme, for example, like Lidl does certain themes of the week, depending what it is.
Great,
or we might have a takeaway, or we might just buy loads of bits from Iceland and have a picky dinner.
Yeah.
But these will be a regular occurrence. So if you thought, God, I missed my chance this month, stay tuned on my Instagrams because I will always tell you when we're doing our mukbang. And as I say, apologies if you don't like people talking and, I was going to say talking and eating, but talking with their mouth, or apparently it's very rude. I know it's very rude. I try not to have my mouth wide open as I'm talking, but I don't want the food to get cold.
No.
And it's been a very lovely food.
Yeah.
I really rate that. And we've still got loads left. We didn't eat everything that you saw there. We've got leftovers, so that will be for dinner. Probably Monday and Tuesday, to be honest. There's quite a fair amount there. But yeah, so how have you thought your first mukbang?
All right.
The questions come in, sitting stuff in our faces. Yeah.
Nothing's off hire, is it?
Nothing's off limits, but yeah.
No.
If you did enjoy the video, guys, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below. And as I say, leave us a comment. What was your favourite bit, or what was your favourite question? And what do we look like in our names? Do I look like a Shannon? Does Mum look like a Golda? I would like to see that down in the comments below. But yes, take care, stay safe as always, and we'll see you very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.
Bye.